I don't know if I'm prepared to perform that ritual.
There is only one way to find out.
Could we go over the process of the ritual once more?
Certainly. We'll put 3 items on the table, one by one. A symbol of your mutual dependence, of you supplementing each other. Then I'll need something containing his imprint, his aura. And the 3rd item is a symbol of love, of your inseparable love that will last forever.
We can start. I'm ready.
Good. So, put the 3 items I told you about on the table. Something that symbolizes your union, your dependence on each other. 2 bodies joined in one by the web of fate. And now the second thing, the one that contains his aura, his essence.
Max did some drawing in this sketchbook. Normally he used another one, but I must have left it in Cape Town. Max used mostly acrylics during the last few months, but he returned to charcoals occasionally. He seldom painted dressed in something else, and he painted almost all the time he was at home. He used to put it under my head on summer nights while we were waiting on the rooftop for the stars to come out. Silent witness of my attempt to force Max to stop styling his hair using only his fingers. An unsuccessful attempt. I shouldn't touch it. I don't know why, but when Max handed it to me, I found it disgusting to touch. Computers, laptops, netbooks, smartphones, and when I need to compute something, I use this prehistoric piece anyways. Perhaps I'm nostalgic. Max really appreciated this award. He got it last autumn in Troyes. 6 out of 8 critics and more than 70% of the exhibition visitors voted for him. I should place all the things that Zenzele asked me for on the table. I'm not sure what else I should do. She's old, really very old, and with those blind eyes of hers, she should look weak and helpless, but it's definitely not so. The aura surrounding her is almost tangible.
And now the last thing, a symbol of eternal love, a waiting, of commitment. I feel some of these items aren't the ones we are looking for. We'll have to try something else.
I don't know if I'm prepared to perform that ritual.
There is only one way to find out.
We can start. I'm ready.
Good. So, put the 3 items I told you about on the table. Something that symbolizes your union, your dependence on each other. 2 bodies joined in one by the web of fate. And now the second thing, the one that contains his aura, his essence. And now the last thing, a symbol of eternal love, a waiting, of commitment. I can feel the power of these things. They are more than they appear, much more. Yes, they are good. Sit down, Lara, and give your hand to Jabali.
Is it dangerous?
If I say yes, would it change anything?
No, it won't. Let's start. Where is... Max? Max! Max? Are you here? Who is that?
Quiet, Lara. Not time for talking.
Did you alter the file?
Of course. What's wrong with you?
Don't play with me. What did you write in it?
I changed the date. If you leave today, on paper you are staying here until tomorrow. But still.
That's because of the boss. Now I want my back to what I want. What about those pills? Do you have them?
Here. But careful, they're pretty strong. If you don't want to sleep all day, take only 1/4. Do you really need the whole vial?
At least it'll last me a while.
Nurse O'Donnell to ER. Repeat. Nurse O'Donnell to ER.
You will call me, won't you? Don't forget, you promised me.
I don't forget. Ever. Now go, or you'll get yourself in trouble. Meanwhile,
What is it?
It's like someone's listening.
But there's no one here.
But, who are you? Where are you hiding? That's not nice, listening to other people's conversations.
Lara! Wake up, Lara, quick!
Max was there. I almost touched him. Is he alive? Does it mean he's alive?
You need to find answers. Those were your visions, not mine.
All right, but that voice... It couldn't have been Max. That man left the hospital earlier than...
But you understand that.
That 4th technician. What was his... Jacek. So he was out of the hospital the day that the crime on Mission Street happened. And those sleeping pills. Everything fits together, but Max... How is Max connected to all of this?
I showed you the beginning of a fine line. I can't take you by the hand and lead you. You need to go on alone.
Thanks. Now I have something to go on.
I'll give you one more piece of advice. Hurry, Lara. Time is against you. Hurry.
An old man used to sit on that bench feeding pigeons. I chatted with him many times, without even knowing his name. Once these bins just disappeared from day to day. They said that was because of terrorists. Good that someone sane took this over. I sort of pity her. She's here day and night, rain or shine, always alone, always watching all those happy couples meeting here. We two have something in common. It's the Lyon Museum of Arts. They have a beautiful collection of 17th to 20th century paintings.
So you're back. I heard about Burke. Awful.
Definitely.
You're probably a star for the FBI, but Regnier's not exactly happy. I tried to settle it, you know me, but Chinatown, you really shouldn't be there.
I happened to be around and could have been useful. Should I have just left? To say, pardon, my field is only forged and stolen paintings, and disappear?
Well, maybe you should have maintained a bit lower profile. After all, it really isn't our field.
To keep a lower profile when you know you may be able to save a life, would you do that?
No, I would probably do the same. But it's not about me now, it's about Renier.
Her problem, my dear Jean, is that she sometimes knows too much, and then the poor woman gets uselessly worried by that. Don't you think?
It's great you're back. I heard you did really well there.
Well, you probably didn't hear that from Renier. But yes, I hope I've helped them a bit.
Don't be so modest. It's great that someone from our department has won some recognition, and moreover, a woman. And Lara? I'm glad you decided not to quit.
What? Is there anything you don't know?
What are you talking about? I haven't said a thing. But still, thanks.
Was there anything important while I was gone?
Kochu sorted out most of the stuff, but a couple of things are waiting for you. Just small stuff. Boring paperwork. None of it is urgent. Should I put it aside for now?
There's no sense in postponing it. If I do, something new will certainly come up, and in the end, we're stuck.
All right. Before I leave, I'll put it on your desk so you can do it first thing in the morning.
Thanks. Diego is probably at headquarters, isn't he?
Probably. But it's good that you're asking. He left something for you here and told me I should tell you that it would be nice to talk. Somewhere quiet. He said you'd know.
I think I do. Thanks. I need to call Argo. Do you happen to have their number somewhere?
I saw their business card on your desk. I guess you can find the number there.
There are mostly old, unsolved cases in the drawers. We have them all in the computer too, so we have duplicate records of everything. I'm always surprised at how many emails can come in just a few days. At least I answered the most important ones. I don't need to use that computer right now. Thanks for the file, but why do we have to talk here?
Something's going on, Lara. I overheard a couple of things, and I think that Renier's after you.
Well, that's really new. That's why you dragged me here?
This is no longer some quarrel. She might be pissed about what you managed to do in the States, and now she's really playing hardball.
I don't care about Renier now. I just don't.
As you wish. I warned you.
Listen, I wanted to ask you, has it ever happened to you that you did something against your will? Something you were unable to explain?
No. And even you asking this way scares me a bit, actually. What are you talking about?
You know what? Let's change the subject. Do you think that Kotu could be ratting on me to Renier?
Well, anything's possible, I guess. It's unlikely, though. Yes, he's trying to get to the top, but to knowingly act against you?
Do you know if the FBI has made any progress with the identification of that symbol I found near the dead bodies in San Francisco?
I haven't been following that case closely, but I don't think they have.
We have to talk.
I see. Sure. What about?
Isn't it strange how fast Renier got to know I postponed my return flight to Lyon?
Well, she has access to a great deal of information. Nothing escapes her. You know her.
Right. I'll ask differently. Isn't it odd that she knew only a moment after I'd told you, with advice I'd asked you to keep to yourself?
Hey, wait. Do you want to say... Why, that's absurd.
It is, isn't it? A while ago, I posted a memo discussing how meetings should be as effective as possible. I suspect that no one has actually read it. What number should I call? I'll call Argo. I think it's time to ask about a certain Mr. Jacek.
Argo, Human Resources.
Durand, the Office for Art Theft Investigation.
Good day, Madam Durand. Glad to hear from you. Our company appreciates your involvement in the Mission Street case.
I was only doing my job. That's why I'm calling.
I'm fully at your service. What do you need?
I'm concerned about that fourth technician, Theodore Jacek. What do you know about him? Do you know where I could find him?
Unfortunate thing, this Jacek. We don't know where he is either. After being released from the hospital, he was to report in. We wanted to send him back to Inari.
Inari? That is...
A little village in Finland. He had been working there on one of our projects before we quickly sent him to the States in haste. He was supposed to return there after finishing work on Mission Street. Reputedly, he even left some of his personal things there. I hope he's all right and will report in soon.
He left his personal stuff there? Interesting.
If he reports in, I'll let you know.
I wouldn't count on that if I were you. Goodbye.
Lara, is something wrong?
Jean, we have a clue. That fourth structural engineer, Jacek, he's involved in it, and I have to find him. I need to get to Inari, Finland.
Laura, you can't. It's completely out of our field of competence. Renier will go mad.
This is more than work already. This is personal. So, will you book me the flight? Or will you be busy writing some report?
This is what you think of me, that I'm a rat. Do you know you're badly mistaken about me?
Maybe. So surprise me.
All I do is because of this department, not because of you nor Renier.
I'm interested in only one thing now. Will you book me a flight to Finland? And I could use some information on Jacek.
Let me surprise you. You probably should go home and pack.
I don't have anything to tell him right now. I have no idea what I should talk to her about right now. I'll just pack some clothes and set out. It's probably quite cold in Finland these days. Yes?
Listen, you're in some kind of trouble. Renier's running around fuming.
Suzanne, what happened? Did she say anything about Finland? Kotu is in there with her, isn't he?
Kotu? No, he's not here. But I'm supposed to tell you to go straight to the airport.
Well, if it wasn't Kotu, what's wrong?
Apparently some anonymous call concerning you.
Okay, I'll drop it then.
Wait, you don't understand. She sent security to get you.
What?
And I overheard that they were gonna search your flat to see if there was any connection to those murders in the church. I'm almost afraid to ask. Can you understand that?
No, but don't worry. It surely is some misunderstanding. Take care. I don't get it. What do they want to find? That's Max's sign. They're going to look for something that would connect it to Max.
Mrs. Durand, open the door.
Damn, they're here already. Before I let them in, I should ensure that they won't find anything I might regret later. Max's sign on the painting. The very same as the one found by the bodies of those technicians. I'm sure this is exactly the kind of thing Renier hopes her men will find here. All his other paintings have his old sign, but this one... What to do with this? Should I hide it? Or, on the contrary, hang it like the others? This is the only painting signed with Max's new sign. The same as the one I found by the corpses on Mission Street.
Should I let anyone see it? I'll remove the wrapping paper and decide what to do with it.
I'd say that this won't lead anywhere. If I let the painting stand here, I'll show them I'm not afraid, that I know that the sign is only some strange coincidence. But what if it isn't? What if I do some harm to Max by that? I'd say that this won't lead anywhere. What shall I do with the painting? I won't gain anything by that. This is Max's easel. He used it to paint most of his paintings in the last year. I have to find a place to hide the painting. Maybe here somewhere. I'm not gonna drop it down there just like that. It would damage it, and they would notice it lying there. Am I to use those two things together? But how? Am I to use those two things together? But how? I'd say that this won't lead anywhere. I left the painting in the bedroom upstairs. If I want to do something with it, I need to go there. I should examine it properly. That doesn't make any sense. I'm thinking about what to do with the painting. Should I move it somewhere? Or rather hide it? When I've decided, I'll take it. Am I to use those two things together? But how? That doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't touch it. I don't know why, but when Max handed it to me, I found it disgusting to touch. Am I to use those two things together? But how? I'd say that this won't lead anywhere. I'd say that this won't lead anywhere. I don't think that would be of any use. That doesn't make any sense. Am I to use those two things together? But how? I won't gain anything by that. They probably won't be much use in that weather, but what the hell. I'm thinking about what to do with the painting. Should I move it somewhere? Or rather hide it? When I've decided, I'll take it. I have to find a place to hide the painting. Maybe here somewhere. Rodin Cafe. During all the time I've been living in Lyon, I've only had one coffee at that cafe. It's a shame how little time I spend enjoying my life in France. I work all the time. They've been repairing that sign for maybe 2 months already. Now they only need to finish the foundation date. That doesn't make any sense. I left the painting in the bedroom upstairs. If I want to do something with it, I need to go there. I don't think that would be of any use. I really don't want to damage this shirt, and what's more, Max used to wear it quite often. I wouldn't count on it being strong enough. Am I to use those two things together? But how? In the morning when the sun rises, there's a beautiful view of the city from here. Just lean against the railing, look out, and slowly sip hot coffee. No, I don't want to go there. No, I don't want to go there. I'd say that this won't lead anywhere. What shall I do with the painting? I left the painting in the bedroom upstairs. If I want to do something with it, I need to go there. I won't gain anything by that. There's nothing there that would possibly connect me or Max with those murders. There's nothing there that would possibly connect me or Max with those murders. There's nothing there that would possibly connect me or Max with those murders. When I started dating Max, I went on a shopping spree and bought a bunch of new clothes to look more sexy. But in the end, I wear the same old 3 favorite things anyways. The bathroom is almost empty. There are only a few necessities I've already unpacked. I mostly have books about ancient Greek legends and Nordic mythology. Max's books are still in his uncleared flat, and they're probably going to stay there forever. That doesn't make any sense. It's all about details. It's good to search everything thoroughly. I'm thinking about what to do with the painting. Should I move it somewhere? Or rather hide it? When I've decided, I'll take it. I'd say that this won't lead anywhere. Am I to use those 2 things together? But how? What shall I do with the painting? Am I to use those 2 things together? But how? I'd say that this won't lead anywhere. I don't think that would be of any use.